Chapter Summary of the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Chapter 1. Part 1. Paradigms and Principles. In the first part of Stephen R. Covey's seminal work, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, readers are introduced to the foundational concepts of paradigms and principles. Covey explains that paradigms, or the lenses through which we view the world, significantly shape our perceptions and behaviors. He emphasizes the importance of shifting from a personality ethic, focused on external appearances and quick fixes, to a character ethic that prioritizes deep-rooted principles such as integrity, humility, and courage. These principles serve as timeless truths that guide effective behavior and personal growth. By understanding and internalizing these paradigms and principles, individuals can make meaningful changes in their lives, moving from dependence to independence and eventually to interdependence. This sets the stage for the 7 habits that follow, which are designed to be principle-centered and character-based, ensuring long-lasting and effective personal and professional development. Paradigms. The mental maps are lenses through which we interpret and understand the world, influencing our perceptions and actions. Personality. Ethic versus character ethic. Covey contrasts the superficial personality ethic with the deeper character ethic, which is grounded in fundamental principles. Principles. Timeless truths such as integrity, humility, and courage that serve as the foundation for effective behavior and personal growth. Dependence to interdependence. The journey of personal development from reliance on others through self-reliance to mutual dependence and synergy. Foundation for 7 habits. The paradigms and principles discussed set the stage for the subsequent 7 habits, ensuring they are principle-centered and character-based. Chapter 2. Inside Out. The inside-out approach in the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People emphasizes the importance of personal character and integrity as the foundation for effective living. Covey argues that true success and enduring happiness come from aligning our actions with our core values and principles. He challenges the reader to look inward and focus on self-awareness, personal growth, and the development of a strong character. This approach contrasts with the outside-in mindset, which prioritizes external factors such as social status, material success, and the perceptions of others. Covey asserts that by focusing on internal change, individuals can achieve more meaningful and sustainable results in their personal and professional lives. The chapter encourages readers to reflect on their paradigms and adopt a principle-centered approach, enabling them to respond more effectively to life's challenges. It sets the stage for the subsequent habits by establishing the importance of a solid, character-based foundation. Personal character and integrity. Covey emphasizes the importance of building a solid character foundation. True success and happiness, achieved by aligning actions with core values and principles. Inside out versus outside in. Highlights the difference between focusing on internal development versus external validation. Self-awareness and growth. Encourage readers to reflect on their paradigms and seek personal growth. Principle-centered approach. Advocates for a life guided by enduring principles to effectively navigate challenges. Chapter 3. The 7 Habits. An overview. Stephen R. Covey introduces a framework for personal and professional effectiveness based on 7 core habits, which he argues are foundational to success. Covey emphasizes the importance of aligning one's character and principles with universal, timeless truths. The chapter outlines that personal and interpersonal effectiveness stems from deeply ingrained habits that are either productive or destructive. The habits are categorized into 3 segments: private victory, public victory, and renewal. Private victory includes being proactive, beginning with the end in mind and putting first things first. Public victory covers thinking win-win, seeking first to understand, then to be understood, and synergizing, while renewal focuses on continual growth and improvement. Covey underscores that these habits are interdependent and sequential, meaning mastering one habit builds the foundation for the next. He also discusses the concept of a paradigm shift, where changing one's perspective can lead to significant behavioral changes. Covey's approach is holistic, focusing on integrating these habits into everyday life to achieve meaningful and sustained improvement in both personal and professional realms. Private victory. This segment includes habits that focus on self-mastery and individual actions, laying the groundwork for personal leadership. Public victory encompasses habits that deal with teamwork, cooperation, and effective interaction with others, essential for collective success. Renewal centers on the habit of self-renewal, emphasizing the need for continuous growth and balanced self-maintenance. Interdependent and sequential. Each habit builds upon the previous one, creating a cumulative and comprehensive approach to personal and professional development. Paradigm shift. The idea that changing one's perspective can lead to profound changes in behavior and effectiveness. Chapter 4, Part 2, Private Victory. In this pivotal section, Stephen R. Covey delves into the concept of private victory, which is essential for personal development and establishing a strong foundation for effective living. Covey emphasizes that personal growth begins from within and highlights 3 fundamental habits to achieve private victory. The first habit, be proactive, encourages individuals to take responsibility for their own actions and attitudes rather than blaming external circumstances. The second habit, begin with the end in mind, involves envisioning a clear destination and setting personal goals aligned with one's values. The third habit, put first things first, focuses on effective time management and prioritizing tasks based on their importance rather than urgency. Together, these habits form a synergistic framework that empowers individuals to cultivate self-discipline, personal integrity, and a proactive mindset, setting the stage for achieving interpersonal effectiveness and ultimately leading to public victory. Be proactive encourages taking responsibility for actions and attitudes instead of blaming external factors. Begin with the end in mind involves envisioning a clear destination and setting personal goals aligned with core values. Put first things first emphasizes effective time management and prioritizing crucial tasks over urgent ones. Self-discipline, essential virtue cultivated through the practice of these habits, leading to consistent personal growth. Foundation for public victory establishes a strong internal framework that sets the stage for effective interactions and achievements in public life. Chapter 5. Habit 1. Be proactive. Stephen R. Covey introduces the concept of proactivity as a foundational habit for personal and professional effectiveness. He emphasizes that being proactive means taking responsibility for one's reactions and decisions, rather than blaming external circumstances or events. Covey contrasts proactive behavior with reactive behavior, illustrating that proactive individuals focus on their circle of influence, which includes the things they can control and change, rather than their circle of concern, which encompasses the things they worry about but cannot control. The chapter explores the importance of recognizing the space between stimulus and response, where individuals can choose their reactions based on values rather than emotions. Covey also discusses the power of proactive language, which reflects a mindset of accountability and empowerment, as opposed to reactive language, which often sounds like victimization. By adopting a proactive stance, individuals can better navigate challenges, build stronger relationships, and achieve their goals with greater efficiency and satisfaction. Proactivity defined. Covey explains that being proactive means taking responsibility for one's actions and decisions. Circle of influence versus circle of concern. Proactive individuals focus on what they can control rather than worrying about what they cannot. Stimulus and response. The chapter emphasizes the importance of the space between stimulus and response, where individuals make value-based choices. Proactive language. Covey highlights the significance of using proactive language as a reflection of taking accountability and empowerment. Benefits of proactivity. Adopting a proactive approach helps in navigating challenges, building relationships, and achieving goals more effectively. Chapter 6. Habit 2. Begin with the end in mind. Habit 2. Begin with the end in mind emphasizes the importance of setting clear goals and envisioning the desired outcome before starting any task or project. Stephen R. Covey argues that by focusing on the desired end result, individuals can better align their daily actions with their long-term objectives. This habit involves creating a personal mission statement that acts as a guiding principle for all decisions and actions. Covey encourages readers to imagine their own funeral, contemplating how they would like to be remembered, and to use this perspective to shape their life goals and priorities. By beginning with the end in mind, individuals can lead a more meaningful and purposeful life, ensuring that their actions contribute to their ultimate vision of success. This habit also requires a proactive mindset, as it involves taking control of one's own destiny rather than reacting to external circumstances. Overall, habit 2 is about taking responsibility for one's own life and making intentional choices that lead to desired outcomes. Clear goals. Focus on setting specific, clear objectives before starting tasks. Personal mission statement. Create a guiding principle for decisions and actions. Future visualization. Imagine how you want to be remembered to shape goals and priorities. Proactive mindset. Take control of your destiny rather than reacting to circumstances. Intentional choices. Make deliberate decisions that align with your vision of success. Chapter 7. Habit 3. Put first things first. Habit 3 focuses on effective self-management and emphasizes the importance of prioritizing tasks in alignment with one's values and long-term goals. Covey introduces the concept of the time management matrix, which categorizes activities based on their urgency and importance, helping individuals to focus on what genuinely matters. The quadrant system encourages spending more time on activities that are important but not urgent. Quadrant 2, such as planning, relationship building, and personal development. By consciously choosing to allocate time to these activities, individuals can achieve greater balance and effectiveness in their lives. Covey also discusses the significance of saying no to less important tasks and delegating when necessary. This habit is about staying disciplined and proactive, ensuring that daily actions are aligned with personal mission statements and key roles. In essence, habit 3 is about living a life centered on principles and values, rather than reacting to external pressures and demands. Time management matrix, a tool to categorize activities based on urgency and importance. Quadrant 2. Focus on important but not urgent activities like planning and personal development. Saying no, learning to decline less important tasks to stay focused on priorities. Delegation, effectively assigning tasks to others to manage time better. Principle-centered living, aligning daily actions with personal values and long-term goals. Chapter 8. Part 3. Public victory. This section of the book delves into the importance of interdependence and how personal victories precede public victories. Covey emphasizes that to achieve true effectiveness, one must cultivate strong relationships and develop a sense of teamwork. Public victory is built on the foundation of private victory, meaning that character and integrity are crucial for forming productive and meaningful relationships. The chapter introduces 3 habits: think win-win, seek first to understand, then to be understood, and synergize. These habits focus on creating mutually beneficial interactions, effective communication, and collaborative efforts. Covey explains that adopting a win-win mentality involves balancing courage and consideration, while seeking to understand first builds empathy and trust. Synergizing or combining strengths through teamwork leads to outcomes that surpass individual capabilities. The chapter underscores that true interdependence is not about compromise, but about achieving higher levels of success through cooperation and mutual respect. Interdependence, the importance of mutual reliance and collaboration in achieving true effectiveness. Private victory, the necessity of personal integrity and character as a foundation for strong relationships. Win-win mentality, balancing courage and consideration to create mutually beneficial interactions. Effective communication, building empathy and trust by seeking to understand before being understood. Synergy, combining strengths through teamwork to achieve outcomes greater than individual efforts. Chapter 9. Habit 4. Think win-win. Habit 4 emphasizes the importance of fostering a mindset that seeks mutual benefit in all human interactions. Stephen R. Covey argues that effective, long-term relationships require a win-win mindset, where all parties feel satisfied and valued. This habit is built on a foundation of character, interpersonal leadership, and collaborative effort. Covey explains that win-win is not a technique, but a total philosophy of human interaction, encapsulating a frame of mind and heart that constantly seeks mutual benefit. He outlines 6 paradigms of human interaction: Win-win, win, lose, lose-win, lose, lose, win, and win-win or no deal. By adopting a win-win approach, individuals and organizations can create a culture of trust, collaboration, and shared success. Covey also delves into the importance of integrity, maturity, and an abundance mentality as essential ingredients for achieving win-win outcomes. He provides practical advice on how to incorporate win-win into various aspects of life, such as family, business, and community relationships. The chapter concludes with actionable steps to develop a win-win mindset, emphasizing the need for emotional bank accounts, empathetic communication, and creative problem-solving. Foundation of character. Covey highlights that a win-win mindset is built on integrity, maturity, and an abundance mentality. 6 paradigms. He introduces 6 paradigms of human interaction, with win-win being the most desirable for long-term relationships. Total philosophy. Win-win is described as a holistic philosophy of human interaction, not just a technique to be used selectively. Practical advice. Covey offers practical steps to adopt a win-win approach in various aspects of life, enhancing personal and professional relationships. Emotional bank accounts. The chapter emphasizes the importance of maintaining emotional bank accounts through empathy and trust building for achieving win-win outcomes. Chapter 10. Habit 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Stephen R. Covey emphasizes the importance of empathetic listening as a cornerstone of effective communication in both personal and professional relationships. Empathetic listening involves deeply understanding another person's perspective before trying to convey your own. Covey argues that most people do not listen with the intent to understand, but rather to reply, which often leads to miscommunication and conflict. He introduces the concept of diagnosing before you prescribe, drawing an analogy to a doctor's need to understand a patient's ailment before recommending treatment. This approach fosters trust and opens the door to more meaningful and productive dialogue. Covey provides practical techniques for practicing empathetic listening, such as reflecting feelings and rephrasing content, to ensure the speaker feels truly heard. By adopting this habit, individuals can build stronger, more effective relationships and create a more cooperative and collaborative environment. Empathetic listening involves deeply understanding another person's perspective before sharing your own. Diagnosing before prescribing, an analogy to illustrate the necessity of understanding issues fully before offering solutions. Listening to understand, not to reply. Highlights the common tendency to listen with the intent to respond rather than to comprehend. Practical techniques includes methods like reflecting feelings and rephrasing content to ensure the speaker feels heard. Building trust and collaboration. By truly understanding others, one can foster trust and create more cooperative relationships. Chapter 11. Habit 6. Synergize. In this chapter, Stephen R. Covey delves into the concept of synergy, which emphasizes the power of collaborative teamwork. Synergy, as Covey describes, is the creation of a whole that is greater than the sum of its parts. It is a principle deeply rooted in the natural world, where diverse elements come together to produce something more magnificent than they could individually. Covey underscores the importance of valuing differences and leveraging them to achieve innovative solutions and exceptional results. He illustrates how effective synergy in human relationships can lead to breakthroughs and unparalleled success. By fostering an environment of trust and open communication, individuals can transcend traditional boundaries and cultivate a culture where creativity and cooperation flourish. Covey also highlights the necessity of embracing diverse perspectives and using them constructively. This chapter serves as a powerful reminder that true synergy is achieved not merely through cooperation, but through a deep commitment to mutual benefit and shared goals. Synergy defined: the creation of a whole greater than the sum of its parts, valuing differences, leveraging diverse perspectives for innovative solutions, effective relationships. Synergy leads to breakthroughs and success, trust and communication, fostering an environment where creativity flourishes, mutual benefit, achieving synergy through commitment to shared goals. Chapter 12. Part 4. Renewal. Renewal is a fundamental principle that Stephen R. Covey emphasizes in the final part of his book. Covey describes renewal as an essential process for maintaining and enhancing one's effectiveness. He breaks down renewal into 4 dimensions: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. Each of these dimensions needs to be nurtured to achieve a balanced and fulfilling life. Physical renewal involves exercise, nutrition, and stress management. Mental renewal encompasses continuous learning and maintaining a curious mindset. Emotional renewal focuses on building meaningful relationships and practicing empathy. Spiritual renewal involves aligning one's actions with personal values and beliefs. Covey argues that neglecting any of these dimensions can result in burnout and decreased productivity. He provides practical advice and anecdotes to illustrate how incorporating renewal into daily routines can lead to sustained personal and professional growth. By regularly engaging in activities that rejuvenate these 4 dimensions, individuals can achieve a state of balance, preventing the detrimental effects of overworking and stress. Physical renewal emphasizes the importance of regular exercise, proper nutrition, and effective stress management to maintain physical health. Mental renewal highlights the need for continuous learning, curiosity, and intellectual growth to stay mentally sharp and innovative. Emotional renewal stresses the significance of nurturing relationships, practicing empathy, and building emotional resilience. Spiritual renewal focuses on aligning actions with personal values and beliefs, fostering a sense of purpose and direction. Balanced life advocates for the integration of all 4 dimensions of renewal to achieve a harmonious and productive life. Chapter 13. Habit 7. Sharpen the saw. In this chapter, Stephen R. Covey emphasizes the importance of self-renewal and continuous improvement. He introduces the concept of sharpening the saw, which is a metaphor for preserving and enhancing one's greatest asset, oneself. Covey argues that to be effective, one must take time to maintain and renew the physical, spiritual, mental, and social, emotional dimensions of their life. This holistic approach ensures balanced growth and prevents burnout. Covey outlines practical strategies for renewing each dimension, such as regular exercise for the physical, meditation or prayer for the spiritual, reading and learning for the mental, and building meaningful relationships for the social, emotional. By dedicating time to these activities, individuals can maintain high levels of effectiveness and productivity. Covey also stresses the importance of consistency and discipline in these renewal activities, suggesting that they should be incorporated into one's daily routine. The chapter concludes by underscoring that sharpening the saw is a continuous process, essential for long-term success and personal well-being. Self-renewal emphasizes the importance of taking time to renew and improve oneself in multiple dimensions. Physical dimension encourages regular exercise and proper nutrition to maintain physical health. Spiritual dimension suggests activities like meditation or prayer to connect with deeper values and purpose. Mental dimension highlights the importance of continuous learning and intellectual growth through reading and education. Social emotional dimension stresses the need to build and maintain meaningful relationships for emotional well-being. Chapter 14. Inside Out Again. In Inside Out Again, Stephen R. Covey revisits the foundational concept that personal and interpersonal effectiveness is achieved through a transformation from the inside out. This principle emphasizes that true change begins within oneself, addressing character, paradigms, and internal principles before seeking to alter external circumstances and relationships. Covey stresses the importance of aligning one's actions with core values and universal principles to cultivate genuine effectiveness. He argues that superficial changes or external manipulations are unsustainable and ultimately ineffective. The chapter underscores the necessity of self-awareness and introspection as the starting points for meaningful growth and lasting improvements. Covey also highlights the interconnectedness of personal development and the ability to positively influence others. By focusing on inner change, individuals can lead by example and inspire significant transformations in their environments. The chapter serves as a reminder that lasting success and fulfillment are achieved through a deep, principled approach to personal development, rather than quick fixes or temporary solutions. Foundational concept. Covey emphasizes that genuine change starts from within oneself. True change Internal principles and core values must be addressed before altering external circumstances. Superficial changes. External manipulations are seen as unsustainable and ultimately ineffective. Self-awareness. Introspection is crucial for meaningful personal growth and lasting improvements. Personal development. Inner change enhances one's ability to positively influence others and lead by example. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this summary and want to dive into more insightful content, be sure to subscribe to Chill Zone. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest book summaries and updates. Join our community of book lovers and lifelong learners by leaving a like, sharing your thoughts in the comments, and spreading the word. Relax, enjoy, and keep expanding your horizons with Chill Zone. See you in the next video.